Hello, my loves. Good morning, good night, good evening, wherever you are in the world tuning into my channel. I just want to start off by saying thank you. I want to express some gratitude, because without gratitude, there's nothing. So I'm truly grateful. I'm so elated that my channel is growing the way that it is, and I'm super happy that all of you come on here, even though sometimes you may be triggered by the messages I share on here. I'm glad that you all stay and you choose to stay regardless of what you exposed to on here. And most of the times I try to keep it real with you all and be 100% honest. I don't like to sugarcoat shit, and you all would know that by now. It's all love, though. It's all rooted in love. And yeah, I'm that stern parent that would spank you on your hand ever so often if I see you doing shit. Okay. Yeah, so today I just wanted to go into some Rumi quotes. You all know how I do these. There are timestamps available in the description box. And an eyelash just went in my eye. Okay. Right. You all know how I do these are strictly for entertainment purposes, but substance can be found in the information I share on here. Alright, so I'm going to be doing some Rumi quotes. Rumi is a very profound artist. Anybody that does anything creative, it could be writing, singing, acting, dancing, I call them artists. Okay, so Rumi is a very creative artist, writer at that, and very profound individual. So I just wanted to use some quotes from that individual today, and I want you all to just really tap into your inside voice. Use your intuition. Y'all know how I do these. There are timestamps available in the description box. Just click the bottom left corner of the screen. There's an option that says more. You're clicking on that and you're going to see these cards as well as timestamps. I am going to also pin some songs if there are songs that come through when I channel messages for you all. So yeah, you can do that. Okay, for me, head on down to the description box. Okay. Alright, so for the first quote, it says, "We carry inside us the wonders we seek outside us." Okay. Pile 2, "There is a voice that doesn't use words, listen." And for pile 3, "Laugh as much as you breathe, love as long as you live." Okay, so those are the quotes by Rumi. For pile 1, "We carry inside us the wonders we seek outside us." For pile 2, "There is a voice that doesn't use words, listen." And for pile 3, "Laugh as much as you breathe, love as long as you live." Okay, so we're gonna start with pile 1. If you chose pile 1, these are going to be the messages for you. I'm just going to go through whatever cards come out. I'm going to just look at what you need to hear right now. Intuitively, I can tell that maybe you all have a tendency to seek a lot of external stimuli, because this quote says we carry inside us the wonder we seek outside us. Alright, so intuitively I can tell that you all are probably thrill seekers for this pile. You probably move from city to city, move from location to location. You probably have a very active life. May move from person to person. You may get bored very easily. You are probably the type to just not finish things that you start. You just start something new because maybe you feel like it would bring more excitement into your life. So maybe you all really love excitement. And this Rumi quote is really reminding us to take time out to remember that what you seek outside of you is already within you. So all of the excitement, all the external stimuli, all those things, the gratification and the joy, acceptance you get from those things can be channeled from within you because it is already within you, you know. And there is no need to be constantly looking for new excitement, because you are the excitement, literally. This quote is reminding you to remember to remind that's hilarious, reminding you to remember. It is reminding you to be conscious. Let me use the right terms. It's reminding you to be conscious of the fact that you already have a lot within you to offer. You already have a lot within you to explore, you know, and to come to terms with. Yeah, because intuitively I can tell that those of you may sometimes seek external validation for this file. Some of you, not all of you, you may seek external validation, and I'm here just to remind you that, hey, the only person that should be validating you is yourself. You know, the only person that should be approving of you is yourself, because then it would mean you fully accept who you are as an individual. And when you tap into that self-acceptance, you are one step closer to authenticity. And authenticity is the highest vibration. I used to think it was love, but I did some research and apparently it's authenticity, okay? So there's that, you know. I'm just talking based on what comes to mind, and, you know, I'm reading the quote and feeling the energy of the quote. So some of you need to hear that. Now let's look at what pile 1 needs to hear right now. What pile 1 needs to hear right now. Yeah, some of you may have self-limiting beliefs for this pile. You know, you may feel like, you may look at your limitations and you may say to yourself, oh, I could achieve those things, boy. How I could do this, how I could do that. And this Rumi quote is reminding you that you literally have all the answers that you're seeking. You just have to spend some more time in solitude, spend some more time in self-reflection, and take baby steps, okay? Take baby steps towards achieving whatever you wish to achieve. It could be a small goal, something as small as, I don't know, maybe losing 10 pounds, just random, okay? That's the easiest, most achievable thing I could think about right now. How are you going to achieve that? Well, first of all, the willpower to do that is already within you. The drive to achieve that short-term goal is already within you. You just have to remember that. You know, the Queen of Pentacles here could be referring to the fact that some of you could be very down to earth, very grounded, you know. Very responsible, and use that aspect of yourself to get you to where you want to get. Because for some of you, I get that you'll constantly seek out in others, you know, aspects that you think you lack, characteristics within yourself that you think you lack. And this Queen of Pentacles is just there to remind you that, hey, listen, you have all the spiritual abundance within you. You know, there's no need to always be seeking out people, seeking new experiences just to feel like you are down to, just to feel like you are responsible, just to feel like you are needed, just to feel like you are loved, just to feel like you are accepted. You know, you don't need to seek those things in other people. You already have those things within you. And I'm saying that because once you fully understand who you are at a soul level, you begin to see others more like the positive aspects of self. of who you are, right? And I'll explain. So there's a quote, also a Rumi quote, that says, all that you seek is already seeking you. Okay? And when you realize that this entire world just is a bunch of reflections around you, a bunch of reflections of who you are. That's why it's always important to have a healthy relationship with you and yourself first. Because you tend to see the world and you tend to see the people around you the way you see yourself. You know? And if you have a healthy relationship with yourself, you can see people in a healthy light. Okay? Now, this here speaks of successful partnerships, etc. Yeah, I keep getting a thrill-seeking kind of vibe here. You could probably seek out new people, you know, successful partnerships, or you may want to have a power couple dynamic, or you may want to have, you know, new friends every 5 days, you know, or every 5 weeks. I don't know. And those successful partnerships will come in for you once you stop seeking. Yeah. And it's the same with love. Love comes to you when you just stop looking, you stop fighting to find it, you just stop. And you begin to look inward and begin to experience fulfillment within. That's when you tend to attract the right people, the right places, the right experiences. Because the fulfillment comes from within, you know. You no longer seek out fulfillment from others. Okay? That's basically how the abundance mindset works as well. You know, once you remember that, hey, I have enough, I always have, I'm always, you know, full of love, I'm always full of light, I'm always full of excitement, that's when you attract more, because the universe realizes that, hey, this person really believes that. And vibrationally, you call in people that also believe that. Do you see how this thing works? And when you call in people, when you attract people, not chase, attract, you attract based on the energy you carry within. Okay? And believe me, guys, I'm telling you, I'm not making this shit up. That is literally how energy works. Okay? For those of you that know. What else this pile one needs to hear right now? That you are resourceful. That you are a power couple on your own. You know, you and your internal self, you are a powerhouse, basically. You know, King and Queen of Pentacles, you are a powerhouse by yourself, and you don't need external validation. You don't need those things, pile one. Okay? And you have to remember that. Yeah, some of you are full of energy, full of life. You know, you're very intellectual, very smart, for pile one. And these are the traits and qualities that exist within you already. And I just wanted to remind you of that. Okay, pile one. So let's pull some more Rumi quotes for you. Let's see what else wants to come out for you. Let's see what else wants to come out for you. What other Rumi quotes would benefit my pile one? 1,000 half-loves must be forsaken to take one whole heart home. Life is a balance between holding and letting go. I'm going to choose 3 cards for each pile, okay? So I'm going to go through each quote with you in a bit, but let me just pull one more. It says, in the house of the world, if the house of the world is dark, love will find a way to make windows. Okay, so I'll go through each one and I'm going to break it down for you. So the first quote says, 1,000 half loves must be forsaken to take one whole heart home. Now, in matters of love, this basically means that in order for you to truly find love, you have to be able to drop what does not align with love. In fact, some of you for this pile could be driven by passion. You might be driven by lust for some of you, not all of you. Hey, listen, lust exists within all of us. It's just the extent to which that exists, okay? And this is a Rumi quote that is reminding you that, hey, in order for you to truly find authentic love, in order for you to truly find that soulmate, that other half, that power couple type of, first it starts within yourself, yes. You have to first believe that you have everything within you. But in addition to that, you have to remember that in order to get that true love, you have to forsake and leave behind all the half loves, all the fake love, all the flighty relationships you have with people that are short term. You have to drop those in order to truly have that one heart that you can take home, that you can make home, so there is that. So the second quote says, life is a balance between holding on and letting go. Okay, so this ties into the first message here. What are you holding on to? What are you clinging on to in your life that no longer serves you, that no longer pushes you to grow, that no longer encourages new unhealthy habits? What are you holding on to that is causing you to repeat old patterns, that is causing you to fall back into old behaviors, older versions of yourself? Examine that aspect of your life, pile one, because there is a need for you to do so. Some of you are already in the process of cleaning out house, because there's also a quote here that says, if the house of the world is dark, love will find a way to make windows. Some of you are already cleaning out house. You're already letting go of connections, people, things that do not serve you, that do not make you the best version of yourself. Some of you already started the process, and you just have to continue along that path. And this Rumi quote is a reminder that even when the world may be at its worst, even when the people around you are at their worst, true love finds a way to get to you. It finds a way to you. And love is also on the higher vibrational energy. It's on the spectrum of higher vibrational energy. So if you want to attract more love, you have to be in that vibration. You have to feel that love from within. You have to have a lot of self-love. And when I say self-love in this context, I don't mean in a selfish way. I mean in a very full way, in an accepting way. In order for others to accept you, pile one, you have to first accept yourself. All of a sudden I can't speak. In order for others to love you, you have to first love who you are. And when I say that, I mean your most authentic self. The parts of you, for example, me, sometimes I would get, all mixed up with my words, and that's okay, because mistakes happen. I'm not a perfect person. And I love when, some of my bloopers come in here, because it kind of just adds to the humor of everything. But, all in all, guys, this entire spread is just reminding you of getting in alignment within you first, aligning your inner self, aligning your thoughts, aligning your behaviors, aligning your actions, aligning your intentions, in order to attract. Keep in mind, I'm not saying to chase, to attract, because when you are in a higher vibration, you attract, you call in opportunities, you call in people, you call in spaces, places that align with your most authentic self. So I went in the deep end there, boy, and just kind of went off. So I hope this message met you guys with some good energy, you know, because that's what it's all about on my channel, promoting growth and good energy. Although sometimes, you know, it may come across as if I'm being a little too harsh. Trust me when I say I don't mean to be harsh, right? There is a voice that doesn't use words. So for pile 2, I'm guessing that you all need to tune into your intuition a little more. Some of you are probably disconnected a little bit, just a little bit, with your intuition. Okay? Some of you need to meditate a little more. Some of you need to spend more time alone. Some of you need to just turn off your TV for a bit and go sit in the grass outside, you know. Some of you need to just zone into your internal self, your internal voice, because we all have an intuition. Okay, we all have that. It's just that some people are more connected with their intuition because they take time to go sit in the grass outside. You know, they take time to just find some alone time with their pets. They take time to connect with nature. They take time to really put aside the material things, the fancy hair, the fancy rides, the fancy this and that, the fancy boats, the fancy girls, you know. The distractions of the world is basically what I'm saying. There are humans that are able to totally separate all of those things and connect with their deeper self. And that is what this quote is reminding you to do. It says, I'm going to read it again. There is a voice that doesn't use words. Listen. That's your inner voice. Okay. So let's see. What else does pile 2 need to hear? Some of you could be experiencing a little bit of sadness, or you may have bouts of sadness, or alone time where you feel a little bit down, a little bit out, you know. Some of you may be experiencing that right now, for all I know. Yeah, or yeah, currently you may be experiencing that. If that is not your story, don't take it. But I see here in the cards that sometimes you may feel a little bit down, you may feel a little bit out, and that's okay. Hey, it's human. We all have down moments. Even myself, like I come on here and I kiki-kaka and I crack jokes with y'all, but I experience moments too where I'm down, and that makes me human. And it's okay to admit that to people, you know. It's okay to say, hey, listen, today is not a good day for me. I just need to be alone. And once you learn to take time for yourself, pile 2, you would realize that there is value in that, you know, instead of always just trying to be there for people. Because I think that pile 2, what I gather intuitively is that y'all could try to be there for people, you know, and just show up for others in your life. But my question to you is, how are you showing up for yourself? You know, sometimes you just need to move away from people to take time for you and to take time to connect with your intuition. Okay, what else does pile 2 need to hear right now? Yeah, some of you are workaholics. I see it here. You work a lot. 10 of Pentacles. You're focused on your material harvest. You're focused on those things. Yes, and that's okay. We need those things to survive. Yeah. But some of you could be just overburning yourself. Like you're working. You're always on the go. You know, I am a firm believer of taking time out. Like literally, guys, I'm at a point in my life right now where you can say, yes, I'm on vacation, but it's literally a time in my life where I'm reconnecting with who I am at my core, because I understand the importance of time out. And I'm just here to remind you guys that, hey, it's okay to take a time out. It's okay to take a vacation, take a little weekend and go to some spa by yourself. No kids, no husband behind you, no wife behind you. Go and take time by yourself. Okay? And we have to make that a habit, even in relationships. You know, relationships don't mean you have to always be there in your partner's face, you know. Or even in whatever relationship dynamic you think about. It doesn't mean you have to always be there in your family face, you know. Relationships mean a healthy relationship says, hey, listen, I have a need to still be alone sometimes. A healthy relationship says, hey, listen, I have to still maintain my individuality. And for pile 2, I'm just here to remind you that, hey, listen, sometimes it's okay to just recluse, and really there is a need for you to, I think you all need to just reconnect with your intuition. All right, because some of you work, you work yourself to the grain, you work yourself to the grind, and you're a natural born leader, pile 2. Natural born leader. You were born with that gift to lead. And although you may be a great leader, or you may have that leader quality within you, even the greatest of leaders have downtime. They have downtime. Right? And yeah, you need that downtime. Okay? Some of you probably don't even know that you're a great leader, that a great leader exists within you. Yeah. Another king. You all are naturally kings. Like, some of you may have a very authoritative kind of energy about you for pile 2. Naturally, you were born with that. You were gifted with that so that you can, what I'm getting is, inspire and imprint on others. That's the words that's coming to mind right now. To inspire and imprint on others. Some of you have not stepped into your leadership role yet. Some of you are still being followers. Okay, sad but true. Some of you are in your follower vibe right now, when really you are meant to be a trailblazer. You are meant to be that person that, quite frankly, puts others in their place. Like I see it here. Some of you need to just understand your own power. Some of you don't even understand your own power. Some of you don't speak up when you need to. Some, not all of you. Okay? Yeah, Ace of Cups. You are full of potential. You are full of love. You have a lot of love to give. Right? Some of you could be indecisive at times. I see it in the cards. But I'm here to remind you of your power, pile 2. I'm here to remind you that, hey, listen, it's okay to put down your work sometimes and go reconnect with your inner leader for yourself. How are you leading yourself first before you're leading others? Are you practicing healthy habits? Are you, nurturing yourself? Okay? So let's see what other Rumi quotes want to come out for you. Let's see what other Rumi quotes want to come out for you. Can I have some Rumi quotes for pile 2? What Rumi quotes? If all you can do is crawl, start crawling. Start crawling back to your inner self. That's what I get. Start reconnecting. Start back reconnecting with your inner self. Okay? What else does pile 2 need to hear right now? The cure for the pain is in the pain. Ooh, remember that sadness I saw in the beginning of the reading? I'm going to talk about that in a bit, right? What you seek is seeking you. What else does my pile 2 need to hear? Be like a tree and let the dead leaves drop. Ooh, that's deep. Yo, this is deep. We diving deep today, okay? We diving deep today. We going deep penetration. I'm joking. I'm penetrating your mind. Oh God. All right, let's go. So it says here, if all you can do is crawl, start crawling. And I'm gonna connect this with the first message that says that you have to connect with your inner voice. So some of you need to crawl back to your inner voice, literally. You need to crawl back to your inner child. Some of you need to reconnect with your inner child, okay? Some of you need to crawl back to that part, that voice within you that knows that there are some decisions, that are just wrong, and you just choose not to listen to that inner voice. So some of you need to reconnect with your inner judgment, your inner wisdom, okay? The cure for the pain is in the pain. I'm going to talk about this from a psychological perspective, right? So, now, any emotion that you feel would grant you healing, okay? And it would grant you insight to self. It would give you more insight about yourself. But if you avoid feeling your emotions, you disconnect from yourself. You disconnect from growing. You disconnect from learning more about yourself. Okay? Some people don't like to feel pain because quite literally, we have different pain tolerance levels, of course. But apart from that, some people don't like to feel their emotions because somehow they were taught that emotions make them weak. Some people were taught that emotions are healthy. So I'm going to show you the flip side to everything. Now, if you come from a healthy family dynamic, you're going to be taught that, hey, emotions are healthy. It's okay to feel those emotions, to process those emotions, because emotions point you further into yourself. Now, in an unhealthy dynamic, an unhealthy family dynamic, you're going to be taught that emotions are bad. Don't cry. Don't feel. Don't lash out in anger. Don't feel those emotions. Those are bad. Do you see how you disconnect from yourself when you do not feel the things that you are naturally supposed to feel? You get what I'm saying, right? So there's a need for you to reconnect and crawl back to your inner self. There's also a need for you to connect with your emotions so that you can learn more about you. Listen, the learning process never ends, As we get older, as we grow in age, we grow in wisdom equally. And that growth can only happen if you allow yourself to feel. Okay? Emotions don't make you weak. In fact, they make you human. Emotions make you human. We are not robots. And, it's just not in us to totally ignore our feelings. Even the most logical people have emotions. They feel sadness too. But they just learn to intellectualize those emotions and just block those emotions out to an extent. Okay? This card is just a reminder that, hey, listen, you need to reconnect with your emotions. Your emotions make you human. It doesn't make you weak. Okay? Some of you need to feel pain. Some of you have to cry, quite frankly. It could be emotional pain. I'm getting emotional pain here. It could be physical pain. For others of you, it could be spiritual pain. Some of you need to purge. You need to just release the negative emotions through crying. Crying is an excellent way to release negative emotions. Of course, there are other ways that you can release negative emotions. For example, kickboxing could help you release anger. Boxing can help you release anger. Fighting, cage fighting could help you release anger. Okay, so some of you need to transmute your emotions. Okay, because pain, I'm gonna give you another psychological perspective. Pain is unresolved anger. Okay, so how are you not releasing your anger pile too? How are you allowing anger to stay within your organs, to stay within your tissues, to stay within your cells? Okay, now let's go on to pile 3. What you seek is seeking you. So there might be some messages for you in pile 1, because I spoke about this in pile 1, where I'm gonna link it to the internal work. So once you start doing the internal work and you change your vibration, you begin to attract from a healed place. Okay, you begin to call in people, places, experiences that are more wholesome, because you become more wholesome within yourself. Once you feel the feelings and you heal the pain and you connect with the dark parts of yourself that you're probably afraid to look at, you begin to attract people, places, things, experiences that are wholesome, because you become whole within you. Okay, you become more of your authentic self. The more you feel, the more you process your emotions, is the more you connect with your most authentic self. Okay, And this is a reminder that once you heal, and you, well, I'm gonna say heal because none of us are totally healed. Once you are around people and you're dealing with different people and situations, there's always going to be a need for you to heal. But once you start the healing work, I should say that once you start the healing journey, you're gonna see and observe that you begin to attract differently. Okay, don't chase, attract. Everything that you think that you need is already within you. Of course, once you start the healing journey, you're going to realize that within yourself, that you are full of potential. Okay. And lastly, it says here, be like a tree and let the dead leaves drop. So again, this ties into a lot of internal work. Once you start looking at yourself deeply, you can shed the parts of you that no longer serve your highest good, that no longer serve your growth. You can drop and shed the parts of you that make you or keep you back from reaching your highest potential. Okay, and that shedding process is also going to help you to attract better into your life. Okay, pile 2. So yeah, there is that. And guys, let me tell you something. Healing is not easy. I swear to God, healing, when you really start to look at yourself, is gonna have you ugly crying on your sofa, and it's gonna have you ugly crying in front of your therapist. It's gonna have you ugly crying to yourself in the mirror if you don't go to a therapist, etc. Okay, that is part of the healing process. You're gonna ugly cry sometimes, but that's just part of it. Okay, that's just you shedding your old skin and being prepared for the new version of yourself. All right, laugh as much as you breathe and love as long as you live. So this Rumi quote is reminding you to just embrace life, embrace all the possibilities that exist out there. The sky is the limit, literally. There's so much within you, pile 3. And I'm just here to remind you that, hey, the universe, there's a part of the universe that dwells within you. You're made of molecules, yes, atoms, all those lovely shenanigans, but you have greatness within you. And there's a need for you to laugh more and love more. Some of you probably just kind of lose your spark a little bit for pile 3. Just a little bit, it's nothing that you cannot reconnect with. But there's a desire here for some of you to laugh more, to love more. For others of you, you are always laughing and always loving. And that's good. It's good that you're in that vibration. But this Rumi quote serves as a reminder for you to just really reconnect with love and laughter. Yeah. Some of you probably get distracted by life. You probably just, it's easy for people to get distracted with life, guys. Once you have responsibilities, that's it. You forget about laughter, you forget about love. You forget about the things that truly matter, which, by the way, is not materialistic. The things that truly matter is not the material world that we live in. It's the parts of you that bring love and laughter to those around you. It's the parts of you that represent love and laughter. Yeah. So let's see, what does pile 3 need to hear right now? What does pile 3 need to hear right now? What does pile 3 need to hear right now? Yeah, 10 of Cups, good fortune. Yeah, so this is a reminder to just embrace, happy family life. Embrace the joy that comes with having people that love you around you. Embrace those things. Make memories that you can be nostalgic about. Make memories with people that bring you good fortune. Make memories that bring you good luck. Okay, so there's a need for some of you to sow some good karma seeds. You all know I like to talk about good karma and bad karma on my channel. So sowing good karma seeds would look like going to give to charity, donating some of your money to charity, giving to someone who is in need, donating to somebody's channel, donating to somebody's positive cause, you know. So there is a need for some of you to just get into that vibration of love. And love exists in different forms, guys. For pile 3, it's not just about romantic love. Love exists everywhere. You know, when a stranger opens a door for you, that is an act of love. When a stranger offers to pay, you know, your taxi fare or something, that's an act of love. If a stranger offers to buy you lunch, you know, that is an act of love. These are just random things that come to mind. Of course, it would exist on an entirely different scale for some of you. You know, some of us have more love in our life than others because we see love more. In other words, you know, there is an eye that you have open especially for acts of love, and because of that you experience more love. You get to experience more bliss than others. You know, love could be in front of your face all of the time, but if you don't have the eyes to see it, then how can you truly experience it, you know? Yeah, love. 2 of Cups. I'm not surprised that only hearts came out in this pile, you know. There's a need for you to remember that there are options in life, and there are options in this. I'm gonna interpret this as there are different types of love languages, you know. I know you all are probably not aware of the different love languages that exist, but you all could do some research on that. The love languages are acts of service, words of affirmation, spending quality time, giving and receiving gifts, and physical touch. Okay, so there are 5 love languages. We all give and receive love differently, pile 3. So if you chose this pile, I think there's a reminder that you need to get right now through me, that there are different love languages, and just because somebody shows you love differently doesn't mean that they don't love you, you know. It just means that that person gives love differently and you receive love differently. So some of you need to understand the different love languages that exist, and be accepting of others that have a different love language to you. Okay, for others of you, if you are in a loving relationship right now with a partner, your partner loves you very, very much, very, 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 very much. That's only for those of you that have a romantic relationship. Okay, if you don't, then there is a need for you to really connect with yourself, give yourself the love. The love that you wish to receive from others already exists within you, and you can provide that love for yourself before you can even seek it outside of yourself, you know. A lot of the times people, when they try to experience love on this planet, what they do is like seek out love from others. But really and truly, if you take time to provide yourself with the love that you seek from others, you're going to realize that the level of fulfillment that you feel is so different, and it gives you a deeper appreciation for love when it does come your way, you know, because you already have that concept within you of healthy love. You already have an idea of what healthy love looks like because you have a healthy relationship with self. Okay, yeah, all hearts. I'm not surprised that all hearts came out for this spread, and you all saw how the card just kind of jumped out. So this is also urging you to, you know, leave behind what is not real love, leave behind what is not real joy, you know, and to really take away any illusions within you that make you feel like that love doesn't exist around you, because love exists everywhere, guys. You know, love exists everywhere, in every person. Again, you just need to have the eyes to see it. Yeah, so this is a lovely, I love this file actually. I think I'm really connecting with this file. I really love this message, you know. I love this message. Alright, so let's see what other roomy messages want to come out for you. Can I have more roomy messages for pile 3? Yeah. Yeah, be with those who help your being. Yeah, be with those that love you. Choose people that choose you, pile 3. You know, don't go chasing after people who don't show you love. You know, some of you may actually be that kind of way, that um way in love. Some of you, not all of you, may actually go after people that don't love you. And this Rumi quote is reminding you to just surround yourself with those who really help you to be your best self, and those who really care for you, you know. Respond to every call that excites your spirit. Yeah, and in this case, it's love, because we're on the topic of love. So I'm going to stay within context. So do passion projects, do the things you love. I absolutely love my YouTube channel. Like, if there's one thing I love, is my YouTube channel. I remember when I first started, I didn't really know what I wanted to make my channel on, and I was going through a very transitionary time in my life as well, where, you know, I was around people that just didn't love me for me. You know, they wanted me to be a version of myself that just kind of fit their limited view. And I had to really step outside of that and fall in love with me all over again, and reconnect with myself all over again, so that I can step into my most authentic being, you know. And I'm saying that because for this file, I think there are some of you that intuitively I can tell, maybe there are people that just love you for what you could do for them, or they may love you for the wrong reasons. And this is reminding you in this file to just remember why people love you, you know, and to choose people that love you for the right reasons. Yeah, the art of knowing is knowing what to ignore. Yeah, some of you just need to ignore connections that do not bring you true laughter, true love. You know, you'll need to just block out those connections that don't serve you anymore. And when I say that, I mean that don't give you that genuine, authentic love. Yeah. Yeah. Do not feel lonely. The entire universe is inside you. Don't grieve anything you lose. Because it comes around in another form. Yeah, it comes around in another form. So some of you for this pile, you know, if you've been wondering about like love, and if you'll ever find love, and you may feel a bit down about that, remember that the entire universe is inside you, and you can literally find fulfillment in not only yourself, but you can find fulfillment in passion projects, and really pouring into aspects of your life that you love, that you genuinely, you know, have passion for, that deep heart energy. Like, my YouTube channel gives me a lot of heart energy. Just being able to come on here and share these messages with you ignites something within my heart. So I'm saying that, and I'm using my story as an example, because, you know, sometimes it's easy for people to just get distracted by the world and what the world wants them to do and what the world requires of them and this and that and the other. No, sometimes you just literally have to look within yourself and find, you know, the things that you love. Find what sets your soul on fire, what sets your spirit on fire. You know, yeah, that excites your spirit. So and remember that everything that you lose in this life had to be taken away from your world, so that you can experience it in another form, sometimes 10 times better. You know, for example, love. We're going to stay within the context of love. So let's say you came out of a relationship, or a relationship didn't work out, or a friendship didn't work out, you know. Don't grieve too much over that, because you're going to get more people. You're going to attract more people that are going to love you for you. They're going to feel your vibe. They're going to love your energy. If you lost somebody in love, don't grieve over that, because listen, you're gonna get somebody that actually resonates with you at a soul level. You're gonna, anytime, always remember this: anything you lose in life, be prepared. Be prepared for more. Be prepared for better. Be prepared for endless possibilities out there, because that is what loss. Listen, loss teaches you so much, guys, and I could speak, because if there's anybody that could tell you about loss, it would be me. I've lost so much in this life. You know, I've lost people that I loved dearly. via death. I've lost people that I had to let go of because I realized they just, they weren't on that love frequency. I've had to lose, you know, material things that I invested in. I had to lose things like that. And in each of those uh moments, I guess, can I say it like that? In those losses, in those L's, you know, I realized that there was so much love still around me, and that there was so much I had to hope for still, because the universe was just preparing me for better. The universe was just preparing me for more. And I say that to remind you that in your losses, in moments where you feel like, oh my god, I cannot go on, I have lost so much, remember, it is just preparation for more. It is just preparation for abundance. It's just preparation for sometimes it's just universal tests, and the universe preparing you for the abundance that is going to come into your life. Trust me when I say that. When I started my YouTube channel, I just had like 12 followers, and look at, I already have 200 and something people that actually love my vibe and they love the things I put out here. Because why? I kept hoping, I kept believing that, hey, listen, yes, I may have lost some subscribers. Y'all, I'm getting excited. Some subscribers along the way, but I gained so much more. I know it had people that unsubscribed, like 2 or 3. Those were the dead leaves that had to leave, right? Or 4. Those were the dead leaves that had to leave. But the people that genuinely care for me and love me for my vibe, my energy, they stay. And I love them equally because they see me for me. Anyway, do not feel lonely. The entire universe is within you, and the entire universe is always sending you signs, synchronicities, and numbers. Some of you just need to open your eyes to that. Put on your eyes of love, put on your lens of love. Don't lose that. In my grief and my heartbreak and my saddest moments, I always try to have my eyes open for love still, because yes, I go back and forth, as is with most humans. We have those back and forth moments where you feel like, I don't want love is and then there are days where you're gonna feel like, oh my gosh, love is so beautiful, and yeah. So reminder, and I'm saying this as a reminder to myself as well, that love exists all around you. You just have to always keep your heart open, keep that crack open where that where the light enters. Cracks in your heart is not a bad thing. Having a broken heart is not a bad thing. It just means that your heart, the cracks in your heart is opening so that light can enter, and that you can be more receptive to more love. Yeah. So yeah, guys, I hope these messages found you with so much good energy, and I was able to put a smile on your face somehow. I love Rumi. You all should check out Rumi quotes online. They are epic, and I love anything artistic. So yeah, if you like, don't forget to subscribe. If you don't like, feel free to visit another channel. Peace.